What it is, guys, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you with more wood plow action. Now, we got a big download last night, and I didn't get a chance to get down here and talk about this until just now, but a lot of great stuff came in this update. We actually got last year's Halloween outfits, and these units actually might be worth chasing. When I first saw this, I kind of wasn't too intrigued by it, but after reading through them, they're not bad. Now, I did go pretty ham on the previous banners, and I don't regret that one bit. Those banners paid out in spades. But I gotta be real with you guys when I say these might be worth chasing as well. Now, that said, remember, AOT is coming at the end of the month, so you do want to be saving some Iris. You do want to save some Iris. 110%. I assure you, those units are going to be off the chain. The problem is, these are all going to be time-limited units. The banners you just got is time-limited. They're time-limited. AOT is going to be time-limited. If I had my pick, and I'm going to be completely frank, if I had my pick, do them for collection, unless there's one or two on here that you absolutely need. That's if you hit the last banner. If you didn't hit the last banner, hit this one, right? Right? But save some Iris for the AOT banner coming at the end of the month, or you will be sorry. All right? This ends on the 30th. AOT picks up on the 30th. Pay attention. All right. So let's talk about these units, all right? White Rabbit, Adventurer, Belle. Let's go ahead and scroll down here. Boom. White Rabbit, Adventurer, Belle. Pretty good stats. He's a magic unit. All these units are magic types. Foes, ultralight, magic attack with, so he's a light type. That doesn't mean he's like feather hitting. No, that's a light type attack. Okay, with magic attack with 30% sleep. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. His other three attacks are foes, low light magic attack. That means that is the low hit. It's still a light attack, magic attack with 15% sleep. Interesting that a Belle is a magic type, but that's the thing. Next one, Self. Magic and agility, plus 75% for 4 turns. Okay? Big buff, then hit. Big buff, then hit. You're going to very, very, very much thank yourself for doing that. Make sure when you're using these units, you're paying attention to their buffs. Because if you're just going in there and attacking, you are losing out. Most of these units have basically a stack of attacks that they're going to put out there before they really start producing the right kind of damage for you. Pay attention. We'll go over that in a team building video coming up shortly. The final attack for him is a foe. Notice this is a singular foe. Fast, high fire magic attack. So it's a fire type and it's a fast attack. So you do this first and it's going to get out there real quick. Okay? With ultra penetration rate. So basically this is your quick hiya, and then like oh boy takes some damage, right? So this is your pinch move, right? This is kind of the one that you wait for until close to the end when you're low on health, and then just get in that last stab, right? That's what that is. Okay? Not a bad unit at all. Not a bad unit at all. Lots of damage output. I don't know if I'm after him though. I'm gonna be real. Again, like I said, I might hit these banners just for collection purposes. Now, Sweet Devil Lily is an interesting unit, okay? Notice that health. That health is abysmal. The magic output is not bad at all. Follow me here, okay? She might actually be worth it. I know a few people that were waiting on her, and I questioned it, but the explanation that I got from those people was really good, okay? So follow me here. Super attack, ultra heal with 20% HP regen for 4 turns. That's pretty clutch right there. I'm not gonna lie. Taking taking some damage, then having natural regens plus another regen from your assists, and then suddenly that is big. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if that's worth dropping her super attack. I just don't know. Okay. Other 3 attacks: foes, multiple foes. 10 MP drain with 30% sleep. I don't know how often I'd use that. I'm going to be real. It's a nice debuff, but I just don't know how often I'd use it. Maybe in war games, but I don't know if it's going to be effective enough in war games, right? You would have to get off a few times to really cause them damage, and you'd have to keep her alive that long in war games. And with health like that, I don't know if she'd stay alive that long. But I'm sure there's reasons for it, right? And anything more than 10% would just be OP. So it makes sense. It makes sense. And this is all MLB stats. You'd have to look at the stats that aren't MLB, but go into your album and you can do that. Okay? Second, foes. High dark magic attack and status debuff for 1 turn. That's not bad. And then the final one, foes, and these are all foes plural. This is attack all. This is AoE attacks. Foes. High dark magic attack and minus endurance for 3 turns. There's one unit in the next banner that she would absolutely cripple with this. So you throw her on a war games team. You see this other unit coming up that we're going to talk about shortly. Throw that at her. Crippled. Done. She is just going to collapse on the field. We'll talk about that in a moment. Okay? Mummy Goddess Hestia. I don't know if I'm all about this one, but I do kind of want her for collection purposes because I'm a filthy pervert. Mummy Guidance. Foes. I'll just talk about the MLB. Foes. Dexterity minus 10%. Allies counter rate 15%. That ain't bad. Could be better. Could be worse. I don't know if I'm all about it, but definitely it's there. There are better assists out there, I'm not going to lie. And I'm sure somebody out there is like, oh no, they fit on my very specific team. Well, the thing about team building in this game, the reason I haven't actually finished my team building video yet, is because there's so many different types of units. It depends upon, what meta are you going with? Are you doing a mixed meta? Are you going attack? Are you going magic? There's so much in team building on this game. She might be OP for somebody. She really might be. Not for me. Okay? That's the way you kind of have to look at it. All right, let's talk about this next banner. Labyrinth Gacha. Okay, we go into the Gacha details and scroll down here. We got Bell back. We already know about him. Let's talk about Vampiric Fairy Ryu, because she actually might be busted. She might be a little busted. Okay, take a look at the HP. Take a look at the endurance. Pay close attention to those stats. She's going to be alive for a long time. And let's talk about her super attack. Foes. AoE attack again. Ultra Dark Magic attack. Indexed to endurance with a heal of 20% damage. Okay? So how much damage she outputs, 20% of that comes back to her. Indexed to endurance. You put an MLB assist on her that has amazing endurance, that's the end of it. The only thing that sucks is her magic output is not great. Compare her magic output to, like, Belle's, it's not great. Not great by any stretch of the imagination. But being scaled to endurance, that probably makes up the difference, if not more so. And if you look at her health, she's going to be alive forever. She's not going anywhere, okay? She might be the only unit on these banners that is a little still broken as far as just basic gameplay goes. And she's a dark type, so she's going to work with your free-to-play Bell that you got last time. The zombie Bell, I hope you farmed him up. Yeah, I think he's actually still around for a little bit longer. I think you got another week if you haven't. But her and him, they could be besties. Okay. We'll talk about that a little bit later when we finally do team building. I'd have to look at what his endurance is and what his magic buff is. I don't think it's going to be that great. But neither here nor there. She's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. Now, Tricky Angel Sire. Once again, we're only going to talk about the MLB effects. Foes, counter rate 10%. Allies, magic plus 15%. Look at that endurance. Look at that HP. Magic, not so much. She's really more geared to her strength unit. But magic plus 15%. So, That's why you pay attention to those stats. So the 291, she's basically the perfect assist for Ryu. You pull these two, you're gonna be breaking things. In fact, you know what? The best team probably right now I could think of with the dark meta would be Ryu with that assist, and probably the Dead Ice with the Zombie Bell assist. That would be busted. That would be busted. So the big question is, are these banners worth summoning on? I'm gonna blow stones on this one. I really, honestly, I shouldn't. I went crazy on the last couple of banners. I really did. And these guys are all time limited. The units that we just got are time limited. And we're getting Attack on Titan after these guys are gone. These guys are gone on the 30th. AOT happens after that. And they're going to be time limited. I promise you on that. They're absolutely going to be time limited. And they're going to be crazy good. I just feel it. I feel it's like the bones just can tell. Make wise decisions. That's all I'm going to say. Make wise decisions on what you want to summon on. I think this banner's worth. But Bell is kind of like the booby prize on this banner. Ryu and the Sire Assist. Those are the two best on here. Okay. Now, that is not the only thing we got. We also got War Games is back. Right there. War Games is back, and as you can see, I do need to play some more of it. I did a couple of runs last night, and basically whenever you get a 10 heal, run it again, and run it again, and run it again, and run it again until you just absolutely can't anymore. Alright? I'm still low enough level. Everything should be hilarious to me. Plus, I've got the buff coming from Raul, so yeah, no one can touch me. Look at that. No damage. Hilarious. 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 So, make sure you run in your war games. God, I'm never gonna... I'm gonna be real. She's in first place for two reasons. But mostly aesthetic purposes. Anyway, there's a reason we call this game Wood Plow. Anyway, let's talk about quests, okay? Let's go to the events. There is this new event. Run this event. Now, free 3-star. I'd have to go back and look at her stats. I don't know if she's really that worth chasing. You know what's really amazing on this banner, though? Let's go back here. There's no gacha on this banner either. No gacha at all. But where is it? Lots of hero fauna. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, we're on hard. We need to be on normal. All right. Hero medal. Hero medal and Flame Amulet. Guys, if you ran the last two events that were just here, you got these. This is another Prism Bond you'll be getting. It's 2 Prism Bonds in a month. That's pretty unheard of. Usually, there's one every few months. 2 in 2 months is busted. Busted. Now remember, Prism Bonds you can only use them on units that are not time limited. Time limited units, you need a star bond. To get a star bond, well, basically run everything. Make sure you're getting your gnome tickets, because to get a star bond, you're gonna go up here. No, I'm sorry. You're gonna go down here to shop. You're gonna go to special exchange. You're gonna go to gnome ticket exchange. You need 1,000 gnome tickets. I'm low, super low on gnome tickets because I've been stupid with mine. 1,000 gnome tickets is a star bond. Well, 1,000 is a star bond for an adventurer. 1,500 for an assist. I believe you can only get one of these a month. I don't remember when they reset. Make sure you get your gnome tickets, people. Don't sleep on your gnome tickets like I did. Don't be an idiot. I am an idiot. Learn from my mistakes. So, make sure you're getting your gnome tickets. Make sure you're doing all of that. Make sure that you are running the events. Be wise on the gachas, but double make sure that you are actually saving Iris for the AOT banner. AOT banner comes in a little over 2 weeks. So if you, a little less than 2 weeks, in fact, if you sleep on this, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Oh, good gracious. The 30th is, you say 2.5 weeks. It's going to end on Tuesday instead of the usual Thursday. So that AOT banner will be fresh for Woodplow Wednesdays. Oh, good gracious. That means Wednesday night is the 31st. We'll see. We'll figure something out for it. So, I digress. Make sure you are running all of these events. The other event is still around. And I will tell you, make sure you're running this too every single day. Now, I didn't run it yesterday. I did run it every other day, the day before that. Even if you didn't pull these guys, let me show you one other thing. If you didn't pull either one of these, still go after the 600. You could get that in 2 days with a couple of potato snacks. It's really not that hard. Okay, the event is tough. The event is not easy. But even if you run the hard version instead of the very hard, you can still farm it up pretty quickly, right? So, let's go up here to inventory. No, I'm sorry, not inventory. Go back to the shop. Okay. We go to special exchange. No. We messed it up. The Sirius and Duple exchange. Okay. If you are not spending and spending your bonds, like I guarantee you, go through, if you've been doing any kind of summoning, you probably have crap tons of bonds. Okay. Right here, I could buy all of these except for one. I've got to go sell off a few more 2-star bonds to get that last one. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to buy up all the flowers, books of knowledge, and things like that. But tickets are always worth it. People ask me every day, okay, what should I get? Should I get 2-star tickets or 3-star tickets? 2-star tickets. 2-star tickets first, 3-star tickets second, because each one of those still has a 1% chance to become a 4-star. Don't get sucked into it. It's easy. But you can't see. My arm doesn't go high enough. Prism bonds. More prism bonds you can get by exchanging your dupe. Okay? The only way you can do that is by selling 4-star bonds. Well, I didn't pull those units on the banner. Okay, let's go back to the event. I didn't go after these two. They were not high on my priority list. So they were more or less the magic units. So if you pulled either one of these, Wicked Elf or Moonlit Wolf, then you want the bond. Me personally, I'm going to sell the bond. I'm going to sell the bond for dupe and start collecting basically the bonds that I can get out of here. Collect those, sell them off. 4-star bonds are the only ones that can do it. And you got to sell 10 of them. So it does get pricey. It does get pricey, and you can only farm up one of these guys. That's 10% of my way, though, to another Prism bond. Worth, IMHO. Worth. So make sure you're doing those things. Okay? Lots of stuff going on. That's got another week left. The old banner still has another, or old event still has another week left. Make sure you farm it up everything for that, because the exchange is still live and the gacha is still live. In fact, no, I've done my gachas. I'm on round 9, as you can see. Every time you complete, basically every time you get a 3-star bond, hit reset items up here, and get another bond. That's our another ticket. That's how I've been doing it. You may luck out. You may have shit luck like I've had, but sell your bonds, sell the things you're not going to use, and go back in there and do it again. What's the harm, right? Anyway, guys, that is a video. Lots of new stuff. Hopefully you guys are appreciating this content. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. That is kind of it. Oh, and one thing I did notice here. Let's go back up to the news real fast. We should have some more Oops Iris incoming here shortly. Okay, if I go down here to the Spooktacular Tale, details, 4-star Snow White Yamato. No, she's a 3-star. She's a 3-star. So, even says up there at the top as well. So we're about to get some Oops Iris too. Keep your eye out on your bin for that incoming here really, really soon. Other than that, guys, that, of course, is the video. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for the new banners? Are you excited for the AOT crossover? Because personally, I'm really excited for the AOT crossover. That's just me. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Would plow your mom. Nope, that's not a good outro.